ASCSU has begun the impeachment process for one of their senators, and a local animal shelter is competing for a $50,000 grant.
Plus, a special look at a student from the UCA.
Hi, I'm Kelsey Peterson, filling in for Elizabeth Ruiz.
And I'm Caitlin Conley. Thanks for watching.
The Associated Students of Colorado State University began the impeachment process of one of their own senators on Wednesday. Quan Yearby is accused of violating parts of Articles 6 and 7 of the Colorado State University Student Code of Conduct. The codes include rulings about abusive conduct and harassment on the basis of such things as gender and race. In an interview with the Collegian, Quan Yearby says that he has never harassed anyone and that he feels this is a personal attack. This is the third attempt of impeachment in 15 years for ASCSU. The first two attempts were unsuccessful. Check the Collegian website for updates on the story as they become available.
Tony Frank gave the Board of Governors an update on the proposed on-campus stadium project Thursday evening in the North Ballroom of the LSC. Tony Frank asked the board for 2 additional months to look over at least 4 options before he makes a final recommendation. Public comment was held after the meeting from members of the community who wished to share their opinions about the stadium. Last week, Tony Frank announced that fundraising for the stadium had fallen short of the $110 million goal.
Fort Collins Cat Rescue and Spay-Neuter Clinic began its participation Monday in a national fundraising campaign called the Saving Pets Challenge. Anchor Elizabeth Ruiz has the story.
Kittens like these, among many other cats, temporarily hold residence at the Fort Collins Cat Rescue and Spay-Neuter Clinic while waiting for adoption. Open since 2006, the organization is dedicated to the well-being of all cats and dogs with an emphasis in preventing euthanasia and pet overpopulation.
The ones we have need homes, so we don't need more.
In 2014 alone, the clinic has taken in a record-breaking 1,600 cats, adopted out 1,300, and has spayed and neutered more than 4,100 cats and dogs.
Our shelter and clinic and office combined are only 3,000 square feet total, and yet we've performed, all of those thousands of adoptions and surgeries in that limited amount of space.
But they are hoping to expand their space while spreading awareness on euthanasia and pet adoption and earnings through a campaign called the Saving Pets Challenge held by the nonprofit Michelson Found Animals. The grand prize for those who raise the most money to help at-risk animals is $50,000, with a second-place prize of $20,000 and a third-place prize of $10,000. The Fort Collins Clinic currently holds second place and plans to save any money awarded for a larger facility that would provide a wider variety of low-cost veterinary services and temporary boarding for low-income pet owners. But in the end, what they ultimately desire is much more than a money grant.
We would love to be able to be put out of business because there are no more homeless animals. That would be a dream.
Elizabeth Ruiz, CTV News.
The Saving Pets Challenge, launched Monday, will run until October 30th. For more information or to donate, visit fccrsnc.org.
CSU's new theater production starts next week, starring Kate Lewis as Amanda in The Glass Menagerie. Kate Lewis is a theater minor at CSU and has been acting since she was 8 years old. Recently, she received life-changing news. Kate Lewis is a student at CSU. She does her homework, hangs out with her friends and family, and is very involved with her sorority on campus. But there's something different about Kate Lewis that is about to plummet her to the top, and that is her innate ability to perform.
So I just got signed with an acting agency in Denver, and so my plan is to work with this agency. So essentially they send me on different auditions, and then it's up to me to get the job, but they create opportunities for me to go out and audition. And so this Denver agency is a wonderful opportunity for me because it allows me to develop credits and build kind of a presence here in Denver, which is definitely a smaller city. And then eventually I plan on moving to a bigger city like Los Angeles and pursuing more in film and TV.
Kate Lewis has been the star in the past 2 plays at CSU, where she was Alice in the production Alice in Wonderland and now Amanda in The Glass Menagerie. She has been acting since she was 8 years old, and it is now her minor at CSU. Her sister Elizabeth has been able to watch her career the whole way.
Obviously, I acted with her in community theater when we were little, and so watching her become this actress in college and doing all of these things and then pursuing acting as a career I'm so proud of her, and I've watched her become incredible.
While interviewing Kate, she seemed very enthusiastic about her upcoming performance.
It's such a classic play, and we're doing a lot of contemporary twists to it, and I really think that that's going to translate well to the audience, and I'm really proud of it.
Her new play will be opening on October 9th and will run through the 26th at the UCA. And if you want to meet Kate Lewis before she hits the Broadway stage, make sure to see the CSU production, The Glass Menagerie. Make sure to pick up your tickets at the UCA this week and next week to see The Glass Menagerie starring Kate Lewis. Hopefully within the next few years, we'll be able to see Kate Lewis perform in Denver and even in Hollywood.
Weather anchor Elizabeth Prasse is here now.
What's up with the weather, Elizabeth?
Hey, Caitlin and Kelsey. Well, Thursday it finally felt like fall as it was partly cloudy and temperatures only got into those 60s. We actually saw a few snow flurries across the state, but there were none here in Fort Collins. Now for tonight, we can expect it to get cold. And I mean cold for the beginning of October. So looking out across the map, we see 37 Grand Junction, 28 in Telluride. Look at this, 22 degrees in Gunnison for the overnight low. 34 here in Fort Collins. Now currently here in Fort Collins, it is 52 degrees this evening. As you can see, we've got winds coming out of the north, and it's slightly overcast right now, but if we look at the evening planner, we can see those clouds are going to clear away. So it's 52 right now, but as the evening progresses, we're going to cool down into those lower 30s. It's going to be a cold night, but coming up next, I can let you know if this cold weather is going to be expected for the rest of the weekend or what exactly to expect.
Thanks, Elizabeth. The full weather forecast is coming up next.
In Rams Sports with sports anchor Grace Reeder.
The next 30 seconds can save you a lot of money. Just do your laundry in cold and stick to full loads. Auto-sleep your computers. Plug your gadgets in a power strip and switch it off when you're done. Headed out? Turn back your thermostat by 10 degrees. And drive sensibly. The more energy you save, the more money you save. Find other great tips at energysaver.gov.
Welcome back, Rams. I'm meteorologist Elizabeth Prasse with your latest weather forecast. Now for tomorrow, we can expect those clouds to go away and give away to some sunshine. Now temperatures are going to get into the 60s, which is relatively mild for this time of year. Now looking out across the state, we see 61 degrees in Craig, 53 in Vail, across the I-25 corridor, 60 in Denver, and then 59 degrees here in Fort Collins for tomorrow. Now let's take a look at your Friday planner to see exactly what we can expect. It's going to be a cold morning as you walk out. The National Weather Service has actually issued a frost advisory, so make sure you grab your coat on the way out the door. You're going to need it. The rest of the day, it will heat up to about 59 degrees tomorrow afternoon, so it is still going to be a nice day. Now the question is, what is the weather going to be like for the football game on Saturday? I have good news for you. It's going to be nice and sunny. So let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. We can see 70 degrees is going to be our high on Saturday, so you will need your sunglasses for that football game. The rest of the week, as you can see, it's going to heat up into those 70s, and it's going to be right at the average for this time of year, and we're going to cool down into the 40s for our overnight lows. Now, Fort Collins is known for its sunny skies. As you can see, that's definitely what we're going to have this week. So make sure you enjoy and go cheer on our Ram football team at Hughes Stadium this Saturday, and enjoy the weather, Rams.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Sports anchor Grace Reeder is now here to talk about sports.
What's going on with the new Rams Sports, Grace?
Thanks, guys. We have a busy weekend for sports, so break out your Aggies jerseys and get ready to do some cheering. Colorado State football will be at home on Saturday, challenging Tulsa's 1-3 Golden Hurricanes. Last weekend, the Hurricanes lost an emotional triple overtime game against Texas State, which was their third loss in a row. While I fully expect the Rams to win, they'll still need to focus on their pass defense, even though last weekend they had to be completely focused on the run game against Boston College. Tulsa ranks 31st in overall passing yards, which is certainly their strength. However, Garrett Grayson and the CSU offense are going to have no problem scoring on this defense, as Tulsa ranks 124th in the country for points scored against them, which is second to last. Their only win this year was against Tulane, who still scored 38 points. Oklahoma scored 52 points in their game against Tulsa, and Florida scored 50. CSU certainly has the skill to break down this defense and have a high-scoring game. Go support your Rams this Saturday at 1 o'clock. It'll be a throwback game, so wear your best pumpkin and alfalfa colored attire. You're going to want to leave your orange on, because at 7 o'clock that night, CSU volleyball will be playing 5 and 6 San Diego State. I fully expect San Diego State to add one more loss to their record, as the Rams volleyball team has been absolutely on fire with a 14-1 record. This team is ranked 7th in the nation because it has a loaded roster. They have a ton of young talent, which means that this team isn't going anywhere soon. Jasmine Hanna has received a lot of game time this year despite being only a freshman, and she has been doing absolutely amazing. Last weekend against Boise State, Hanna led the team with 16 kills. This was the 3rd game in a row that she had led in kills. The team is also playing tonight at Moby against UNLV. The game started an hour ago, and the score is currently tied in the 3rd set. If you're really feeling spirited, you can drive to Boulder in your bright orange Colorado State attire on Saturday to support a very talented CSU cross-country team who will be in Boulder for the Rocky Mountain Shootout. They were supposed to travel to Indiana for the Notre Dame meet on Friday, but there was complications in their travel, so they were unable to attend. The season is looking very good for the team. Last weekend, they participated in the Roy Greig Invitational, where the men's team ranked 2nd and freshman Jarrell Mock placed 7th overall in his first collegiate race. As you can tell, there are plenty of sporting events to attend this weekend, so put on something orange and go support your Rams.
Thanks, Grace. After the break, we'll share a few places that are gearing up for the Halloween season.
Plus, a new pizza place in town with a blast from the past.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Looking for a great film spooks this month? The Lyric Cinema Cafe is holding Halloween movie screenings all month long. The event starts Friday night with a screening of the 2008 Swedish horror comedy Let the Right One In. The films are being sponsored by Odell Brewing Company, so attendees of age can enjoy some scare while sipping on a nice cold brew. Other films to be shown include The Ring on October 11th and The Exorcist on October 24th. For the October 25th showing of Night of the Living Dead, you can show your zombie crawl wristband for free admission. Student tickets are $7 and can be purchased at lyriccinemacafe.com.
If you want to experience close frights, then check out Jack Lantern's Corn Maze opening this weekend. The Corn Maze is opening to the public on October 3rd and will feature activities for all ages, including scavenger hunts and pumpkin patches. At night, Jack's Lanterns will be holding their haunted corn maze, filled with spooks and thrills. Tickets are $16 and $30 for VIP. Jack's Lantern is located just east on Prospect Road, 1/2 mile past I-25. For more information, visit northerncoloradocornmaze.com.
Totally 80s Pizza recently opened in Fort Collins. Customers are taken on a trip back to the 80s while munching on some pizza. You can also play fun arcade games, including the original Mario Brothers. Dozens of autographed photos hang on the walls of the building, including Weird Al Yankovic and actors from the Goonies. There's even a replica of Han Solo in carbonite. The owners is confident that people will love it.
We wanted to create a place that was fun to go and a little different, and a place you could take the family, friends, date nights, just a little different place. We're all about having fun here.
Totally 80s Pizza is located just south of Prospect Road on College Avenue. Check out their Facebook page for more information. So what are you thinking about this new pizza place?
You know, I really love 80s music, 80s movies, so I think it'd be fun to kind of dress up and go, or even just go.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to geek out and go hang out with Carbonite Han Solo.
Oh, me too. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I'd really like that.
Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight.
Don't forget to check out the Collegian on Facebook and on Twitter @CollegianC. Thanks for watching.
Have a great weekend, Rams.